What's up, guys? Welcome back to the recap videos. Week 8 just happened. I'm going to talk a little bit about Week 8, and I'll give you guys a little bit on Week 9. I'm going to jump right into it. So the matchup between me and Austin, I scored 152. Austin scored 109. That is pretty much what he's been averaging. He just had I talked a lot of shit. Let's just put it that way. I talked a lot of shit, and I told you guys that I was going to win. I said what I said, but I was accurate in the things of like, I just have to hold out for fucking Derrick Henry, and sure as hell, Derrick Henry he balled the fuck out. That is what you're going to get out of Derrick Henry. It's Tractorcito season, and that is coming from his team more often. I also said a lot of other bad things about the rest of his team. It worked out because a lot of them didn't play well, and he got 109. I went through Austin's last 7 weeks. He had one dud week of 90 points. Every other week, he's put up 120, 130. He hasn't had a blow-up week yet where he's just absolutely balled out. But it's a consistent team. And if you look at his team, he's got guys. But a lot of his guys are starting to get hurt. Moving forward, I think, he's gonna have some more decisions that's not very insightful. But Daniel Jones, not a good play. It just didn't work out. Thought it was going to be part of a shootout. Ended up just being pretty much a beat down by the Seahawks. I had a good week. Every player pretty much played very consistently. Jalen Waddle had a big week, and Jalen Hurts. Everyone else kind of was in the teens and the 15s, but I didn't have a single player score less than 10 points. They were all in the double digits. So, except my fucking special teams again, man. I can't figure out a kicker for the life of me. Kicker and defense, just trash. And Titans had a good week at 9. So moving on this week, I'm a little bit of I don't have much bye problems. I've got Saquon on a bye this next week, but other than that, I'm pretty decent moving forward. When the numbers reset on Monday morning or whatever, and you have where they rank the top players. 3 weeks ago, I was talking big shit and feeling big shit because it was Saquon at 1 or 2, Cooper Kupp 2, Jalen Hurts is 2, Waddle was 5, and now we're on the app. It's such a big thing for those numbers to mean something. I know we all do it. But now it's just God, it's not even that cool. Saquon's 7, and fucking Cooper Kupp's 10 and hurt. It's just weird. It's really affected on how I look at my team. I'm damn, maybe I am average. So you know what? But it was big. It was real big to move up to 5-3, get into the 5. So yep, that's all I'm gonna say about my team. Moving on. Jared and Adam. Jared actually tried his damnedest, man, but Augie's team's just a wagon, and we know it. We talked a little bit about it. We said this was going to be a booger rolling. You can check the tape. Obviously, it's not tough to make that call and say, hey, yeah, Adam's going to beat Jared. The number 1's going to beat number fucking 12, but you still have to go out and play the football game, and that's what Adam did. Adam fucking balled out front to back. Josh Allen, 17. Fournette, 14. Christian McCaffrey, 3 touchdowns, all a different way. 40 points. DeAndre Hopkins, 33. Amari Cooper, 22. This is the top scorer of the week. We know that. That is the top scorer. And I want to say he had the best week. Obviously, with the top score, you should say so. This is just a team to me that's just it reached its max potential. I think this is achievable every week, obviously, but this is what it could look like. And that's good to see because all of us have had that team in the past or in other leagues where it's like, wow, we're so good on paper. But like that's how I feel like my team is. And yeah, I scored like 150 points, but like, yeah, we're so good on paper, but like Swift hasn't really worked out. Fucking Saquon's consistent, but like no one, I don't know. Like it's just a good on paper team. And Augie's is a great good on paper team too. But like when it plays like that, it's like, damn, he's fucking good. So with that being said, he's probably going to lose next week. I don't know who he plays. He's probably going to lose this week just because that's just how it goes. This is a humbling league. The NFL is humbling. Look how good Austin's team looked, and now it's all right. Look how good Dakota's team looked 4 weeks ago. And that guy fucking stinks again. We'll get there. Sorry. I think he won. Did Dakota win? Yeah, he won. So he just took fucking crossfire there for no reason at all. Oh, Jared. Somehow, like some people said, like your team's going to get better. Your team's going to get somehow got worse. It just looks bad because there's 0 star power now. And I know you did everything you could. You traded JT and Swift to try to build a better roster. And you're doing your best you fucking can. But nothing's quite worked out, and that's just how your year's going. So I'm sorry. Moving on, though. It is Mr. versus Braden. Now, I have stuck my neck out for Mr. quite a bit prior to Jamar Chase's injury. Well, I've said you were going to make the playoffs, and I've said, wow, wait until his 3 receivers do get rolling. Now we're seeing what happens. Well, what if one of those 3 receivers gets hurt? Now you're just a team with 2 good receivers, i.e. every single fucking team in the league, outside Peeler. This is the risk you run when you spend 90% of your budget on 3 receivers. And now we're seeing what a team could look like. Hill balled out, and Devontae Adams didn't. So if Devontae Adams did, maybe we had a shot. Tony Pollard, wow, that's a huge plug. That's awesome. So a little bit of what I said is a little invalid because I scrolled down and I looked at the roster. Tony Pollard, that's nice. But we always know, Zeke is the guy. So that's temporary. I know you know that. I know we all know that. But Brian Robinson, once again, looks cuttable. Now they're going back to Gibson. Doesn't look like anything is real happy and bright for Brian Robinson. You're going to throw, what's his name back? Kyle Pitts finally did something good, and he's on your bench. I think everyone in the world benched Kyle Pitts last weekend, so I can't blame you too much there. But now you're going to plug him back in there, and he's probably going to go back to being ass. Melvin Gordon on your bench, but it's like that Denver situation I want nothing to do with. Jamar Chase should be back pretty soon. You could be okay. So it is what it is kind of a week. You had a bad week, and now you're sitting at 4-4. I don't know who you play next week, but we can check that real quick, right? It's a computer, right? Compute. Oh, you're playing Donald, who's on a fucking tier right now. His fantasy defense is unstoppable. Literally every team against him scores fucking nothing. Sub-100 almost every week. So we'll see. You got pretty much everybody. No one's on a bye except for Tony Pollard. So that's forcing you to start Brian Robinson and James Robinson. Yikes. That's ugly. That's got to be a projected under 10 points for both of those guys. So let's go back real quick. We have Braden, who made a lot of trades, took a lot of shit, and here we go, Braden. We got another dub. The dude is on a come up right now. A 2-game win streak, 4-4. He was staring at fucking last place right in the face. He had 1 win, I think a 2-game lead over Jared, but it wasn't looking good. He made some trades, and now he's got fucking options, man. Now he's got fucking options. So fuck everyone that said your trades were bad. We said this last week, so I'm gonna stop harping on it. You're fucking good at this, Braden. Good job, man. Winner of the week, runner-up goes to you. Your runner-up, winner of the week. Really good choices by you. Josh Jacobs didn't even play well. The Raiders just suck as a team. So you just had a consistent play all the way around. Brandon Ayuk is a dog. Good for you. You didn't score all that much, 102 points, but 104 points, but you got enough done to beat Mister. So good job, good win. On the next week. Kyle Peeler, you threw a terrible game. Now you're sitting at like Jonathan Taylor versus the trade that you made to Jared. Gross. And not only that, Jonathan Taylor doesn't feel like a good player right now. Like, if I have him in 2 other leagues, and I'm fucking terrified. I don't think he's going to get much better. Even with Nyheim Hines leaving, like, that doesn't matter to me. He's still kind of banged up. The team has moved on to the rookie fucking quarterback. It doesn't feel good. And maybe Matt Ryan comes back. But that is, to me, the real key of what makes Jonathan Taylor good. Sam Ehlinger just, I don't know, man. I don't like it. I just don't like Jonathan Taylor right now. And I hope I'm wrong. No, I don't. I don't hope I'm wrong. Jonathan Taylor stinks. I'm going to say it. At least you have Nyheim Hines. What else? You just made a terrible start. I think the worst thing you did this week was start Russell Wilson, and that's the main thing that needs to be talked about when we look at your team's matchup. You got drunk on Saturday night, and you started Russell Wilson because you seen Adam, and you said, I'm going to wake up to a 30 burger from Russell Wilson. We haven't seen anything from Russell Wilson to suggest that he should be a started quarterback over Geno Smith and Tua, who, yeah, like, those guys aren't like sexy guys, but they're fucking have been performing. They really, truly have been. Tua not so much. So, like, I see it. I see why you thought that. Like, last week coming against Pittsburgh, 15 points. But you're playing Detroit. All their games are shootouts. All of them. And then they were like, the over-under was like a 55 game. And then, like, that's a game that you fucking start your quarterback. Man, I just, you know it. You know you fucked up. And that it is what it is. So, you got that. Moving over to Donald's team. Donald's team plays phenomenal defense. We just talked about it a little bit. Now you've got, like, nobody on Donald's team is that great. Nobody. And I'll say it. I'm not afraid to say it. Donald is, his team is fraudulent, man. He's 5-2, 6-2, and he's going to be mad again, but it's a fraudulent-ass team. You're telling me this is among the Augies of the fucking team, of teams, right? Like, hey, you win. But, like, Kenneth Walker, dog, I guess. Jerry Jeudy, ass. St. Brown, ass. Technically. I mean, I'm a big St. Brown guy, but, like, that's not great. That's not a great fucking... Maybe he's going to turn it on late in the year. And then DJ Metcalf. I don't know. I'm just not impressed. I don't get the hype. You know, Zeke Elliott's on a fucking bye this week, so once you plug him back in, I guess it looks like star power. But it's just, it's nothing to be that scared of. Good on you for, you know. Donald is the ultimate. I cheered for him when he was bad, and now he's good. Now I'm cheering against him. So it's like, live long. What's that saying? Live long enough to see your heroes become your enemies. Yeah, like that's kind of how it is. Like, sorry, it is what it is. I'm still salty. The Cowboys beat the Rams 3 weeks ago. That's what he'll say. Tyler, winner of the week. This is my winner of the week. This matchup was absolutely electric into Sunday night, and it was Tyler winning 163 versus Justin 154. Justin's been on the other side of a couple heartbreakers, and this is definitely one of them. He had I'll talk real quick on Justin's team. He's taken a lot of shit in here. He's stuck with his guns, and he's proving everybody right. ETN, good. Alvin Kamara, great. And looking like he's going to shoot to the moon. His receivers are not playing well. Pittman and Jefferson, everyone could say they're not playing well. So that means only could go up from there. And they still both scored in the double digits. So everyone on his team balled out. Greg Dulcich, who is that? Gabe Davis. That's the guy that let him down, is his boy Gabe Davis on Sunday Night Football. Everybody else did their job. You were in a shootout and you needed Gabe to come up. But he didn't. So good on you. Your team is looking like it's in good shape. You still use the word send trades, but yet you won't even entertain any of them. I think we're all pretty frustrated with that. It's a little annoying. It's not funny. It's just kind of like, yeah, you're just talking shit for no reason. And then you've got Tyler 163. Good fucking job, Tyler. You were feeling so down in the dumps on your team, and everybody just came to fucking go. A.J. Brown with 40. DJ Moore with 27. Let's talk about that real quick. DJ Moore, 27 points. And, I think he had, I want to say he had maybe 12 going into the fourth quarter or something like that. It was second half. He didn't have that much points. And then he just fucking took off to the moon because of a deep ball. 152 receiving yards, 1 touchdown. How many catches did he have? Fuck, man. This guy. I hate the online setup. He had 6 catches. 6 catches. So, can't help but feel bad for Zach. Zach just doesn't have it going in any way. He gives up DJ Moore, who's now balled out 2 weeks in a row. And, he got back Kareem Hunt, hoping Kareem Hunt was going to get traded, and then Kareem Hunt didn't get traded, and he's the backup again. So then you have the rest of – so, sorry, real quick, get back to the rest of this one. Tyler just balled out, man. He just balled out, and it's really, truly that simple. Who did you have fucking Sunday night that you needed? Oh, Aaron Jones. Yeah, great guy to need. The number 1 running back. Good. Good for you, man. I'm pretty proud of you. Winner of the week goes to Tyler. Zach. Loser of the week is Zach. There's been times in here where I've hyped up your team. We know. We've seen it. And it's just, we've all had this year, but it's really kind of sad to watch. No one's going to feel bad for you. But just made me yawn because I went to your roster. It made me yawn. Stephon Diggs is the only thing of light at this point. And CeeDee Lamb, I know you may be thinking about some trades, but I just don't know what moves you can make. And it's sad. 91 points. And it's just sad. Nothing's breaking your way, man. As soon as you get rid of DJ Moore, he's just been fucking going off. And Stafford didn't play bad for you, but it was just your running back duo of Montgomery and Gus Edwards. That's just piss poor performance. And now I'm mad at your roster. Now I'm unhappy with them. I think I told you to start Wandale. Didn't work out. He's on your team, so that's why he sucks. If he wasn't on your team, he'd probably be good. Garrett Wilson, you're going to put him in, and then he's going to suck. Sorry. That's just how it is. Dakota won. Man, not much to say here. Dalvin Cook played good. Think, yeah, that's it. That's all we're really going to say. I mean, you're just – every single guy on Dakota's team is kind of just the same guy. They're just a bunch of the same guys. So I don't know. Move on. Make this video short. I think we're in a good place right now as I go to the standings. We have Adam at the top, who's just feeling like a wagon. You know, he's just feeling unstoppable. He's on a 6-game win streak. He hasn't lost since, I believe I said he was shitty at 0-2. 0-2. Donald's on a tear right now. I think he's a little fraudulent, but look at this. Like his points for are, we go to points for, he is ranked just above Jared. Fraudulent, right? Jared scored in the 700s. Donald has scored 839 points. And then the league leader for, look at that, points for, is me, 1,015 points. So that's 300 more points than Jared and 200 more points than Donald. So, what are we counting here? The record is all that matters. So, hey, you play who you play, and you play defense. That's part of the game. Defense wins championships. Go back to the rankings. Me at 3, I think it's fair. I believe the record would indicate that I deserve the 3rd spot. And then Austin, right in there. Me and you are just going to follow each other all year long. And Dakota still at 5-3, very good. Team's healthy, could be fine. Mister's team needs to figure it out, but I do still believe it's a playoff team. I think what you're going to see is you're going to start to see a little bit of separation. We have had a lot of parity, and I want to say that. I want to harp on that. The parity is insane. Like, the fact that, let's just say, take 11th place. 11th place is only 2 games out of a playoff position. Not a lot of leagues have that, And Justin at 3-5 is literally only 1 game out from a playoff position. It's insane. 1 week can change everything. And we could be back here saying, but I did want to say this, the teams that are at the current top 6, I do see those kind of staying. I think the one most capable of interchanging is Dakota falling out. And I hate to say it, could be me. Donald's team, someone just needs to fucking beat Donald. It's not that hard. Put some points up on the board. You're playing Donald. All he scores is 93 points every week. Just score more than 93. All right, that's enough. I'll see you guys later. Enjoy this week. We got Thursday night football tonight. I got a lot of dogs going, and then Sunday, let's go. Week 9 is here. Let's fucking go. See you guys. Bye.